Good evening, fellow Biafrans, men and women of goodwill and of good conscience. This is a very live and direct broadcast this evening from London, and my name is Uche Mefor. We are reaching you wherever you are on this planet Earth, from east to west, from north to south, from the upland and from the coastal regions of Biafra land. We are urging you, eminent Biafrans, friends of Biafra, hardcore, dedicated Biafrans, men and women of goodwill, to join hands this evening to make this program a worthwhile one. Before we continue, before any advent, we must dedicate, we must profess our loyalty to the name that is above all name, the Most High God, Chukwu Okike, He who is in the secret and the open, the mighty one in battle. We call upon Him to descend in His majestic power and mighty valor, to indeed envelop the entire IPOB family members, to be on the driving seat, to go before us, to go beside us, to go behind us, to continue to incapacitate our enemies wherever they are, individually and collectively, spiritually and physically, that their camps may be desolate, that they shall continue to speak in hostile, antithetical, divergent languages among themselves, and that they will never agree, and eventually that their evil plots will turn against them. We ask you, the Most High God, to level the pit holes that they have dug for us, but to make it a graveyard for them, that they shall be consumed by all of them. Do not forget the entire IPOB family members who are scattered all over the world. They remain the salt of the earth. You have sanctioned this audacious proposition of Biafra. You have propelled us forward, and you shall give us every strength, every courage, every determination to see it through. It shall come to pass that Biafra shall be restored in our lifetime. We ask you, the Most High God, to continue to accept the souls of our gallant heroes and heroines, millions of them massacred in cold blood, that they shall continue to rest in your bosom. But may they never rest where those who have been responsible for their murder, for their slaughter are. May their spirits continue to haunt, may their spirits continue to hound, may they continue to torment these evil men and women who are responsible for the colossal and unprecedented genocide that is against your people. We shall eventually stand under our lost inheritance we are seeking to restore under the supreme leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Wherever he is, it shall be well with him, it shall be well with his family, it shall be well with all you hardcore dedicated Biafrans in different parts of Biafra land, in different parts of the contraption called Nigeria, and in different parts of the world. It shall be well with our veterans who have been giving us courage, who have been giving us support, who have indeed demonstrated their commitment to this cause, and they are still very much active among us. It shall be well with the family members of our departed brethren. We must stand shoulder to shoulder with them at all times. We ask you, the Most High God, to give us that strength, that semblance of cooperation, that commitment that we shall not abandon them, not even for 1 second. Biafra shall be restored on behalf of our gallant heroes and heroines and on their honor, because they have indeed paid the ultimate price that we may even have the God to be doing what we are doing today. Make this a reality in our lifetime, that the rest of humanity will see your blessings upon our lives and acknowledge that indeed you are God and we are your people. To this we say amen and amen and amen. Ise, Ise, Ise. Once again, my name is Uche Mefor. I am standing in for our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Colossus, the enigma and miracle of our time, who has not only consistently be at the forefront, But he is indeed vowed, he has indeed vowed that Biafra shall be restored and that the gate of hell shall never prevail against this project. It is our responsibility, individually and collectively, to make sure that this is a reality. It doesn't matter how long it takes. We have not minced any words. We have not deceived anyone. We have not given anyone any false hope. We are indeed meticulous and conservative about where we go about this restoration effort, knowing fully well that it is not going to be easy. The road might seem convoluted, it might seem tortuous, but in the end, the spirit of Biafra shall prevail. And ultimately, our enemies must acknowledge that Biafra remains and shall continue to be the light of the world. You are sons and daughters of the Most High God. You are princes and princesses of the land. Heaven and earth are bearing us witness where the Most High God is propelling this gospel of restoration each and every moment of our life. We will not disappoint, because those who have come before us fought gallantly, and most of them gave their lives along the line. It would have been, therefore, it will be the greatest betrayal of all times if we abandon this cause halfway. That is why that abandonment, capitulation, is not in our dictionary. It is not within our contemplation. That is why we are not going to give an inch to our enemies. They will call us all manner of names. They will employ all manner of devilish tactics. They shall indeed dog pits on our way, but we shall emerge victorious. As long as we remain ideologically consistent, as long as we remain tenacious, as long as we are true to our call to duty, Biafra will be a reality in no distant time. We call upon you, eminent Biafrans from different parts of the world, to renew your vow and our commitment to this cause, and more importantly, to the memories of our gallant heroes and heroines who have paid the ultimate price. We continue to repeat that these men and women have done us proud, and contrary to what some individuals and groups are telling us, contrary to their standpoint that we should forget Biafra, that we should move on and continue to propel forward towards making the zoo called Nigeria an egalitarian society, we are telling them that without these people, that we are nothing. Without remembering our own, without at all times standing by them and doing the needful, we are going nowhere, and their spirits shall consume us. If you are not serious on this platform, it is the best time now for you to leave. For those who are still on this platform, who have recognized the importance of the goal and enormous responsibility on our shoulder, we call you back to duty. We remind you that we have gone too far to even begin to think of going back. We have completed 80 to 90% of this all important task of restoration. The remaining 10% is the most difficult, because we are fighting against saboteurs in our land. We are fighting against men and women, sons and daughters of darkness, who are proclaiming Biafra on their lips, who are during the daytime claiming to be Biafrans, but in the nighttime they embark on certain notorious evil activities, making sure that they truncate this all-important restoration effort. We have identified them. We know their character. We know how they operate. All we need to do is to be very vigilant, very focused, very collected, and very tenacious. We must follow the footsteps of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man who indeed have done marvelously well, more than any other in this present dispensation, making sure that the light of Biafra restoration remains alit, remains burning, remains aglow. We shall not abandon him. We must stand shoulder to shoulder with him at all times. We salute the courage of our brothers and sisters in Biafra land who are under rain and shine, receiving all manner of physical assault, and who are under shackles of injustice and oppression by the contraption called Nigerian high agents. But one thing is clear here. You have fought a good fight. We urge you to consolidate. The zoo, the contraption called Nigeria, is continuing on her unimpeded nose dive to abyss. They have no choice but to bow to the spirit of Biafra, because the spirit of Biafra remains the spirit of truth. And as you all know, when the spirit of truth comes with light that accompanies it, that of darkness disappears. We are making progress. Do not allow anybody to tell you otherwise. We are breaking boundaries and blazing trails, and we are taking territories. Biafra has been restored in the spiritual. It remains for it to be restored in the physical. And it is all down to all of us to make sure that this is a reality. Tenacity, consistency in ideological terms, and commitment to this cause will give us Biafra, more than we can think of. We are not fighting against physical human beings. We are fighting against spirits in high and in low places, devilish ones indeed. And therefore, we must at all times, as we move physically, not neglect the spiritual aspect of this journey. What else can I say? Facebook has been doing a lot of damages to our platform. They are working with the zoo authorities. They have their offices in Abuja and Lagos. And you know what? The people who are occupying those offices are the Yorubas, and some from Middle Belt, and some saboteurs from Biafra land, I must say. They are effectively going after principal servants, our accounts, principal servants of IPOB. They want to stop us. They have stopped a number of us from publishing effectively in a manner that we reach all nooks and crannies of this platform. They have stopped people from seeing our posts. They have stopped people from commenting even on the posts that we make. But we are telling them that they have failed because we are devising new methods. This is not the usual account I use on Facebook for broadcasts. Of course, our people must have noticed that. I had to invent, I had to improvise. And therefore, you must have patience and bear with me on this particular occasion. There are a number of important issues that we must look at this evening. It is not going to be that long broadcast, but with your cooperation, we shall make this evening's broadcast a worthwhile one. I will start with an announcement after, of course, making public our number. The number to call this evening is +447405964146 +447405964146. That is the only number that we will use this evening for avoidance of doubt. Depending on those who are used to calling me on Messenger, you can as well. But that is not before these important announcements that we will make. And I will proceed without any further delay. A very important announcement regarding our people in Biafra land and specifically our IPB family members in Abia, Umuahia province as the case may be. And this announcement goes this way. Mazi Nnamdi is now appointed the overall Abia coordinator. Mazi Nnamdi is now the overall Abia state coordinator. And in line with our tradition, he is in charge of Abia State, or Abia Province, or Umuahia Province, as the case may be. He is in firm control and charge of Abia State, or Umuahia Province, or as the case may be, you know what I'm talking about. Mazi Nnamdi is now the overall Abia coordinator. And of course, he shall be working under the Biafra land coordinator. Nobody is allowed in Abia State to be insubordinate to Nnamdi. Very important, he has every legitimacy and authority to do what is needful in Abia State, or Umuahia province as the case may be. Once again, Mazi Nnamdi is the overall Abia coordinator. And that appointment takes immediate effect from this moment. Very important. We want to, of course, bring to the attention of our people in different parts of the contraption called Nigeria, and more especially those in Biafra land, about the beating of retreat of the so-called forces of hell, and who are advancing to take over control of Biafra land using their devilish operation they call Operation Python Dance 3. For avoidance of doubt, IPOB is equal to the task in exposing those who are behind all this. They announced Operation Python Dance 3, but as you can see, they are not very effective in committing the crime that they have been committing. That is not to say that they are not. That's not to say that they are not still embarking on enforced disappearance of our people. The special rapporteur for enforced disappearance and extrajudicial killings, Ms. Kamala, was in Biafra land and in different parts of the zoo called Nigeria a couple of weeks ago, and she made a number of important revelations. And she has released very important documents which will be a form of guide to our people. Some people say that IPOB is doing nothing and all that. That we are doing nothing about our people that were massacred, our people that are being kidnapped every day. forgetting that we are in a very extraordinary circumstance and situation where we are making progress. Let nobody be despaired because Biafra is rising and we are going to accomplish our goal. As long as we continue to maintain our stance, our righteous stance on the ultimate restoration of Biafra, as long as we continue to protect human rights and fundamental freedom, nobody can stop us. As long as we stand by the truth, nobody can stop us. We want to, of course, appreciate the proprietor of Air Peace Airline that has, in no small measure, made very tremendous strides in making sure that our people in South Africa who have been cornered by the devilish forces of xenophobia were rescued. That said, that is an extraordinary courage, an effort made by him and a number of other people that he has worked with, because a number of people encouraged him. But we are going to take away a number of things from this. Some individuals are out there saying, IPOB, where is IPOB? Where is Nnamdi Kanu? Why all the people that are supporting IPOB, they left them in South Africa. But it is very obvious that these are agents of the zoo called Nigeria. These are men and women who are filled with envy and jealousy and wickedness towards Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. But the question we will, of course, ask them without mincing words remains. Is IPOB government of the zoo called Nigeria? As a matter of fact, no IPOB family member was affected in what happened. And most of the people that were evacuated were people who were obviously against IPOB, for avoidance of doubt. People want us to talk about it, and we will talk about it. The people who were evacuated were all one Nigerians. Otherwise, you would have been a family member of IPOB. There are those in Biafra land who vowed never to associate with IPOB, with Biafra Restoration Project. There are those from Biafra land in South Africa who were at the forefront of making sure that Biafra Restoration Project does not see the light of the day. And more importantly, they professed and paid allegiance to the zoo authorities, to the Nigerian state that has been killing, destroying, and maiming them. The question we will ultimately ask before leaving this topic remains, why is your own government, why is your Nigerian government abandoning you in South Africa? If you believe so much in the zoo called Nigeria, if Nigeria is everything for you, if Nigeria is your beloved country, where were your compatriots, one Nigerianists? Where were your fellow apostles of One Nigerian Project when you were in danger and difficulty? Did they come for you? They didn't come for you. It was a private person that actually came to your aid, and your own brother. If you can't learn anything from this experience, then you will never learn anything again. For those who are calling IPOB, IPOB has a very specific mission IPOB is not a government. IPOB has no capacity to run that kind of humanitarian assistance or to offer such humanitarian assistance on that scale. And people know. And so let nobody be deceived. Let nobody be distracted, because we are on the right track and we are moving. As a matter of fact, the first person that condemned the xenophobic attack or attacks by the South Africans against the citizens of the zoo called Nigeria was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And he is on record to have condemned the evil going on in South Africa. And so let nobody be distracted by the agents, by the sons and daughters of perdition who are propagating all manner of lies against IPOB. Once again, our mission is very definite. Our mission is simple. Ultimate restoration of Biafra, defense of human rights and fundamental freedom of those who cannot defend themselves. Very important. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was at the European Parliament 2 or 3 days ago, and precisely on the 10th of September 2019. And before we went there, he made it abundantly clear that he was invited by a few MEPs and that he was going to address a number of them at the European Parliament. There was never a time we said that we were going to address the EU Parliament. Very important. Why are we making this clarification? We are making this clarification because of some gullible among us, not because of our enemies, because we are making steady progress. They called us terrorists. They called us miscreants. They called us jobless individuals and groups or group. But what happened at the EU is yet to be unfolded, because we have left our enemies to vent, so that in the end we shall provide all the necessary information that everybody must go home with. Very important. We are making steady progress, as we have said, and we are assuring Biafrans that in no distant time, all the perpetrators of all manner of heinous crimes, crime against humanity especially, crimes of murder, crimes of rape, torture, and all manner of human rights abuses against the Biafran people will be brought to justice. They will understand in no distant time that they are not, after all, above the law. Because the heinous crimes committed against Biafrans since the 1960s remain unprecedented and unaccounted for. This time around, they are not going to go scot-free, because this present generation of Biafrans are a rare breed. And under the able leadership of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they shall not go scot-free. Join IPOB family wherever you are in the contraption called Nigeria and in Biafra land, and indeed all over the world. Very important that you do this. Tomorrow, the 14th of September, is Saboteur Day. I am here to confirm that the information being circulated over since the last 72 hours is correct. And tomorrow at 12 noon, every hardcore dedicated Biafran is expected to give in honor of our fallen heroes and heroines of the 14th of September 2017 Afara-Ukwu massacre. Befitting respect. 2 minute silence. In some cases we say 1 minute, but maximum of 2 minute silence for avoidance of doubt. Wherever you are tomorrow, a hardcore dedicated Biafran, if you call yourself one, friend of Biafra, if you call yourself one, men and women of goodwill, if you call yourself such. There shall be 2 minute silence in honor of these our fallen heroes and heroines. Their death cannot be in vain. The people who were responsible, who were completely silent over the killings, who were criminally and directly or indirectly responsible for their murder, for their gruesome massacre, we never know peace. These are the saboteurs that we are remembering tomorrow. And at the same time, using the opportunity to pray for the repose of these gallant heroes and heroines. There were 28 of them. And some of us disappeared. And we have not been able to account for them because we don't know where they are at the moment. We shall remember them tomorrow. Very important. Tomorrow is not a sit-at-home day. It is not a sit-at-home order that we are passing across as we speak. Everybody is expected to go about their normal duties, but by 12 noon Biafra land time, we shall observe a 2-minute silence. Very important that our people understand this and proudly go for it. There are some unscrupulous elements, some saboteurs, I must say, some desperate political merchants, some selfish individuals who, when the occasion or vision was loudest, failed to seize the opportunity they had to emancipate their own people. These are the people coming up this day telling us that what we are doing is not correct. Some have gone as far as desperately forming another platform saying that they are clamoring for Biafra. But they have not been able to take care of themselves. They are jumping into IPOB. Anytime they want to become popular, they want attention, they will call Nnamdi Kanu, they will call IPOB, they will say all manner of things. But you know what? We are used to all these devilish machinations of the zoo authorities. And we are focused, we remain relentless, and we are moving forward. You can see them everywhere in Biafra land. Some of them cannot even control their own immediate environment. Some of them cannot even muster some level of courage to ask themselves pertinent questions. Some of them are responsible for the maiming, the killing, the wasting of the youths in their area, especially in the last election. They boasted, they said all manner of things. Some of them said that the PVC that we were boycotting, we were asking people not to go for. we give them victory at the polls. They went as far as telling some gullible, vulnerable individuals, Biafran youth, to form human shield to defend the polling station for their own political and selfish interests or purpose, as the case may be. 35 of them or thereabout were murdered, massacred in cold blood. And some idiots are still having the temerity to talk about IPOB. In their backyard, the zoo authority, the zoo army, the Fulani army that they are serving, the Fulani army from the Fulani Caliphate, massacred their own people, and these are the people that they are responsible for, because they told them to go and defend polling booths, polling stations, and all that. In the end, they were mowed down. Till date, no justice has been advanced. There is no justice for them. And the people responsible for their massacre are still gallivanting, talking nonsense. Why are we saying this? Some gullible individuals among us are still paying attention to these distractors, to these opportunists who want to reap where they did not sow. We want to make this abundantly clear that Biafra we are looking for, Biafra we are going to restore, remains on the basis, is on the basis, I should say, of the structure of the old Eastern region. Some parts of this area they call South today. The whole of the area they call Southeast today, and some parts of Middle Belt, for the simple reason that there was devilish gerrymandering, there was devilish delineation of boundaries, using the so-called creation of state. With this devilish policy of the zoo government, they uprooted people from their natural environment and put them into hostile territories where they are today under different oppressive conduct of some bullies that they cannot speak for themselves. We cannot abandon these people. This is the reason why we are applying a democratic process or approach, calling for referendum to be conducted in those areas for people to decide where they want to be. If you want to belong to Oduduwa, that's your business. If you want to belong to Arewa Enclave, that's your business. If you want to belong to Biafra, that's also your business. But justice must be done. There are people uprooted from the old Eastern region, otherwise known as Biafra, and put into hostile territories because of the desperation of some individuals, of some Fulani cabals, supported by some unscrupulous individuals in Biafra land. To balkanize Biafran territory and to violently uproot our people and put them where they are not happy today. If you know that this proposition, if you know that this pronouncement is wrong, then prove us the other way around. Prove us wrong. Come up with their own contrary assertion. I am very sure that none of the people who are yapping have the capacity or the mettle to do what is needed. That is why you must stand with IPOB. Because Our loyalty remains with the gallant heroes and heroines of Biafra who paid the ultimate price that we have our freedom. Our loyalty is not in business models some people are setting up. Our business is business of Biafra. Our business is ultimate solution of Biafra, not contract, not alliance with Shell or ExxonMobil. I'll name them. Not in alliance with oil companies in order to sell our people. Unlike some individuals who had the opportunity to protect and save their people, especially in the rural area of Biafra land. But they use the opportunity instead to selfishly negotiate for their own economic progress. We know them by their names. Look around you and see them. They're everywhere. There are people who had every opportunity. There are people who had everything it took to have restored our people to their rightful position that they should be in the rural area of Biafra land, in the coastal regions of Biafra land. But these people negotiated away the common good, the common wealth that belonged to our people in coastal regions, and diverted every goodwill to their own selfish aggrandizement or purpose. These people should be ashamed of themselves. Some of them are clamoring for Biafra today. You are deceiving yourself. Some of you are clamoring for Biafra today. You are deceiving yourself. By their fruits you shall know them. To the contrary, the selfless leader, the enigmatic leader, the charismatic leader in the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains unshakable, remains more than ever before tenacious, focused and committed to this cause. And if you look around you, you will see evidence of what he has been doing. Compare it with those who are working for the zoo cabals in Asorok. Compare it with those who are filled with personal envy and jealousy and wickedness towards IPOB and our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can see that those people cannot achieve anything. We must not allow those who are using Biafra as franchise. You must not allow these people to thrive. We will only defeat them through our consistency, through our tenacity, through our commitment to this cause. And more importantly, proving them wrong at every opportunity that we have or that comes across us. This will be a further presentation. We are moving forward alongside governments in charge. I think it's very important that we will have a bit of interlude and then come back. The number to call will be, as I've announced before, +44 704 +4470 5964146 +44705 96446. We are not on Skype. We are not on any other platform. Some people who are very much conversant with the way they can get to me via Messenger can as well call and make their contributions. Very important. We'll be back in a minute.
Radio Biafra, Omo Biafra nine. Jagera kokowa, Ethiopia nke puriche, kaile wetelo no. Radio Biafra, Dulu wanine. Radio Biafra, Radio Biafra, Radio Biafra, Omo Biafra nine. Jagera kokowa, Ethiopia nke puriche, kaile wetelo no. Radio Biafra, Dulu wanine. I know na Radio Biafra. Woku bi ikuku, adekwu yeku. Ikuku woku, ikuku ọma, ikuku mbu wanine. Wone ku wani. Woku bena o. Kelele. Bep. O jolo. Bom. Itangi bibio, Epi Shekiri Banke, Indigo Ekalani Gede, Geduma Gandijo, Radio Biafra, Radio Biafra, Omo Biafra nine. Jagera kokowa, Ethiopia puriche, kaile wetelo no. Radio Biafra, Dulu wanine. Ekene diliti neke, mabezi onye ndu anyo, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Omadige, onye amumo binigwe manibu odenjinji. Ibe niile gwadala anyị no mesukonu. Radio Biafra anyị bodenjinji. Mazi Uche Mefor anyị bodenjinji. Omo Biafra nine bodenjinji. Odeni bo wiso 27 November bandi njoma. Ewo ngwanu. Unyaga na koko. Iji kono paprika tono zenji. Radio Biafra. Unyaga na wandeya. Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra. Ayibo denjinji. Omo Biafra nine. Jagera kokowa, Ethiopia nke puriche, kaile wetelo no. Radio Biafra, Dulu wanine. Omo Biafra. Itangi bibio, Epi Shekiri Banke, Indigo Ekalani Gede, Geduma Gandijo, Radio Biafra, Radio Biafra, Omo Biafra nine. Jagera kokowa, Ethiopia nke puriche, kaile wetelo no. Radio Biafra, Dulu wanine. I know na Radio Biafra. Woku bi ikuku, adekwu yeku. Ikuku woku, ikuku ọma, ikuku mbu wanine. Wone ku wani. Woku bena o. O jolo.
Online, on air, on digital satellite, 24 hours a day. This is the largest indigenous broadcaster, Radio Biafra, the first, the best, and the last.
Welcome back. This is still Radio Biafra presentation. Can you hear me? Call on the phone. Not sure whether they are there. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, my deputy director.
Right. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
Good evening, my deputy director. May God bless my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Bless my deputy director. the thunder of Biafra. Please, I want to comment on our sister, Dozan Nnamdi, that the outer plan is try to stripe of her nakedness.
What about the Nnamdi? Go ahead and say what you want to say then.
The Nnamdi, the outer plan people, they are trying to seize every of her cloth and earrings, jewelry. I want every Igbo people that are listening to me now, mostly the women of Igbo people. Do you know exactly what is trying to happen? The outer people are now trying to strap our neck, the nakedness of our mother, our sister, and our wife. If you are from Igbo land and you are Igbo man, Igbo woman, you should stand up and protest against the strapness of Dozan Nnamdi. Our sister, they are trying to seize over of her belongings, her nakedness. They want to show the world that Igbo people do not want anything in Nigeria. If you are Igbo woman, I want you to rise up, fight against your right, fight and defend yourself.
Of course, we know what they are trying to do against Nnamdi. It's not even, it didn't start today. There are so many other of our people that are lined up for humiliation. But it is also going down to the fact that those who serve the zoo called Nigeria from our place, we always come back in shame. That's our leaders' assertion, and it is coming to pass. For avoidance of doubt, we are not deterred. We are not going to be weighed down. We are not going to be drawn back by any of the evil attacks that they are coming with against our people. It is also a very good pointer. Yes, go ahead.
That is why they are trying to humiliate her. I want every Igbo woman to rise up. Any Igbo woman that did not rise up and allow a design to be disgraced, her own time is coming. All the Igbo people will rise up now. Especially the Igbo women. Don't allow our women to take our cloth and give to their women, and take our jewelry and give to their women. I'm sorry, my name is from Angola.
If only they will listen to what we are saying here. If only they will listen, they will always want to pay allegiance to the zoo authorities. If only they will come out to fight for their own. IPOB is always on course to fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, including the Nnamdi. But it is also very important that our people begin to understand what is going on in the zoo called Nigeria. Nigeria is not for you. Nigerians are not for you. There is nobody called a Nigerian. All these are people who have been driven by ethnic irredentism, and what they are gaining from the zoo called Nigeria will never allow them to indeed do the needful, and it is therefore a responsibility on the side of those who can stand up and fight this injustice to do so. IPOB has been at the forefront, but some people, some individuals are sabotaging what we are doing. Regardless of what they are doing, though, we are moving forward. Very important. Can you hear me? Call on the phone. Good evening from the American program.
Good evening, sir. My name is Chick. I'm calling from Aba. I'm here to talk about our brother that talked about Nnamdi. What I want to ask, supporting Biafra. Because our leader tell us, anybody that does not support IPOP and serve the zoo will come out in shame. If I thought she's not supporting us, what we are doing to make sure that the Biafrans are free, she will come out there in shame. All we want is freedom. May God them and bless you. And bless our leader.
Bless you too. And for avoidance of that, I will not allow anybody to derail this program this evening. We have a number of topics that we have talked about, and we will not allow anybody to come up here to tell us something else. Thank you very much, my sister.
That's what I'm saying. You should not come out and say something about her because we don't know if she's supposed. But we thank God for where our leader go to. And he went there and come out successfully. May my blessing. God will always believe him in a rightful way. All we believe and we know that Biafra is sure. Biafra will come. Our children will not suffer what our forefathers suffer. All I know that Biafra is coming. And what I want to ask our people, they should make sure 12 o'clock tonight. Brothers and sisters, our mothers that live their life because of us. And
let me correct an impression here. If you are doing anything this night, we have not asked anybody to go and gather anywhere. If you are doing anything this night, you have to stay in your house. For avoidance of doubt, nobody has been advised to go and gather anywhere. It's very important that you understand that.
No, yes, we know. Everybody is saying it in their house. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much, and God bless you too. Thank you. I'm joined by one of us, Brother Freddie Hunter. Can you hear me? Good evening from here. Freddie, can you hear me? Freddie, can you hear me? Good evening from here. We are listening to you. Go ahead and say what you want to say. I am not sure whether he is hearing me. Freddie, we are here. Freddie, can you hear me? We are waiting for you. Go ahead.
Hello, Brother Uche Okafor.
Yes, good evening from here, Brother Freddie Hunter. Go ahead. Biafrans are listening. Go ahead, please.
Oh, so very nice to hear from you again. Fred Hunter from Texas. Greetings to one and all. Have not touched base with you for a little while, and it's so nice to hear you also.
Right. Thank you very much. Welcome to the program.
I'd like to make a comment for the other presenters also. I've been impressed with the lineup that you have. The presenters very informative, very professional. Are you still there?
Yes, Freddie, go ahead, please. We are listening to you. Go ahead. Freddie, go ahead. We are listening to you, even though there is something that we cannot explain in this call. Go ahead. Biafrans are listening to you. Go ahead, please.
I would just like to make a comment that personally it's so very nice to hear from you again, and all the other presenters. They're very professional, doing a professional service for the people of Biafra. But one question I would like to ask, I never heard the answer to this one. Did the German government actually send a letter, or was that a fake letter?
Freddie, I am sorry. Can you repeat the question, because it's like the line is not very clear. I don't know what's going on. Go ahead, please.
I'll try one more time. There was a letter on the internet concerning the New Yam Festival that the German government had made a reply about the incident, and I am not so sure whether that was a fake letter or did the German government actually do it.
Right, the New Yam Festival.
That's okay. I won't hold you up anymore. There's a problem with the line. And have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Right, thank you very much. Freddie, I didn't hear you very well. I'm not very sure people are hearing very well, but I can understand you're talking about the New Yam Festival and the events surrounding it in Germany. The Nigerian authorities were asking the German government to prosecute IPOB family members, but the German police or German authorities have not been able to do so because they understand that there is freedom of speech, freedom of association in the Western world, and more importantly, it is entrenched in German law. And they understand what rule of law is, unlike the contraption called Nigeria, a rogue state where the rogue elements are in control and wreaking havoc on the ordinary people, trampling on the human rights of the ordinary people who cannot speak for themselves. They have effectively pocketed the judiciary. They are under the control. The so-called National Assembly is under their firm control in their palms, and therefore they can do nothing. They have muscled the voices of opposition. And for us here, we are saying that that cannot happen in our own circumstance. It will not they will not succeed where we are. We are here to defend those who cannot defend themselves, and we reaffirm our commitment to principles of human rights, rule of law, and fundamental freedom of all, irrespective of wherever you are coming from. But specifically, we are fronting and protecting the rights of Biafrans to existence. And ultimately, Biafra shall be restored in our lifetime. That is why we are looking for a separate existence where our people will be able to aspire to the best of their ability, where opportunities abound, unlike the contraption called Nigeria, where there is artificial human obstacle, a deliberate attempt by some individuals, very wicked, I must say, to truncate, to make it very impossible for the rest of the population from different indigenous enclaves to thrive, to aspire to the best of their abilities, to indeed fend for themselves. We are saying that unless indigenous population in the contraption called Nigeria rise up to defend their own right to existence, we will all perish. But thank God that IPOB has made a name for herself, and we shall not allow the forces of darkness to overshadow us. Can you hear me? Call on the phone. Good evening from here. I don't know whether somebody is hearing me or not. Just like in the case of Freddie Hunt,
I am hearing you loud and clear.
Yes, go ahead, please.
I am hearing you loud and clear.
I can hear you too. Go ahead. I don't know whether you are hearing me.
Yes, I am hearing you, my deputy director.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Good evening. My name is Benjamin, calling from Ada.
Yes,
I just want to advise our people. I just want to advise our people still outside the country to know that the zoo country have planned their downfall. That is why you are seeing all these things happening both in South Africa and in other places around this day where our people are doing business. I think they have collaborated with their government to make sure they cripple our brothers' business, so that even when they will have nobody to sponsor Radio Biafra and IPOB. That is what I'm seeing that is happening now. So our people should be very wise enough to know what they are in. Zoo country is out to make sure that they will do everything to stop Biafra. But
it is very evident that the Arewa, the Fulani-controlled government of the zoo called Nigeria, are very much happy and in support of what is happening in South Africa against the people of Biafra. They thought that we are going to perish, but they will be disappointed in the final analysis. But there is also one thing I want to say. I don't know how many people in South Africa you're talking about that are supporting IPOB. We need to call a spade a spade. You are saying that businesses of our people are being truncated, are being attacked, and that these are the people that are supporting IPOB. I can tell you, or I can tell you categorically that not so many people that you are thinking that are supporting IPOB are doing so in South Africa.
So Nigeria hopes that they are the people supporting the IPOB or sponsoring them. That is why these things are happening. That is what they thought. They thought that those people are the people sponsoring IPOB and the radio.
Right. Yeah, I now understand what you're saying. But unfortunately, they have shot themselves in the legs because IPOB is unstoppable and there is nothing anybody can do about it.
That it is, sir. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you very much. God bless you too and keep it on. Thank you. Can you hear me? Caller on Messenger. I don't know whether you're hearing me. I think there is an issue with this Messenger call. Can you hear me? That is the problem. They are not hearing me. I don't know what's going on. It happened with Freddie Hunter. Can you hear me? Caller Messenger, go ahead. Probably you are not hearing me, but I am very sure that I will be hearing you.
I'm hearing you. Mazi Nnamdi. I am saying good morning and good night and good evening. It's been a while now. I thank God I'm fortunate to speak to you or speak with you today and dear friends as well. So I'm very much happy and I want to, because I don't have much, I just want to say thank you and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for the new upgradement and new achievement and development so far, and the ones that are still coming ahead. Because Biafra, just like as you said, we can't go back anymore. There is no way they will try or whatever thing they can to stop Biafra that will be possible. Because why I want to chip in this right now is that this man called Ntige, the runaway shrine of Allah that looks like he goes, open his dirty mouth again to talk against IPOB, even comparing IPOB with Boko Haram. Is this
Okija, the oath he took at Okija Shrine is dealing with him. Don't mind him. Very soon, the Arewa, very soon they will turn against him. They will deal with him.
okay? Thank you very much, because I thought that we would have given him some IPOB treatment, because he has been, since inception, he has been using IPOB to sustain himself in the deceit.
Where do you give him IPOB treatment? We are waiting for all of them. Do you think that we have kept quiet?
No, I know. So he should be very much ashamed of himself. A qualified doctor that studied is either in Harvard University or Oxford came to Nigeria and condescended himself, his qualifications so low, to allow somebody that don't have certificate, somebody that don't even attend school, to govern him and gave him labor, made him a labor minister, a qualified doctor for that matter, that owns no hospital. He has no hospital anywhere. He said that the IPOB are jobless. He has no factory, no industry.
You see, if we have we have medical doctors, we have lawyers who are supporting IPOB, who are members of IPOB family around the world, and they are not making any noise. And all we can say is, you don't need to give Ngige any publicity. We are waiting for him. Let him come to any overseas trip. We are going to expose them, all of them. We're going to expose them.
So thank you very much, my deputy. Thank you. We must move head on. We are not relenting. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much. Right. Can you hear me? Call on the phone. Can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you, my brother Uche. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. My name is Emmanuel Anya. I'm calling once again from Aba.
Right. Thank you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what I will say this evening, but I'm so happy to get you once again. Last 3 years, in the night like this, I still got you. The day Nigerian armed robbers, killers, block soakers are ravaging everywhere in Aba, in all the whole Biafra land, to scare everybody to make sure that they go and kill innocent man on 14th. But all their plan, God cancel all their plans. Thank you for hearing your voice once again. I thank Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his family, and his father and his mother. I thank you, Uche Mefor, because you are a great man. God is using you people so great. May God bless you. Bless all IPOP members all over the world. Bless any good IPOP member, anything they lay their hands, God must surely bless it. That's what I'm sure of that. And I know whether the Jew like it or not, whether the saboteurs like it or not, whether no matter what they are doing, Biafra is sure. We must live and see Biafra. I see what this guy is saying in what is comparing us with. You forget that he's a labor minister. Therefore, you go to all the whole hospitals in Nigeria, in the zoo, sorry to call them Nigeria because they died to the extent they imported somebody to rule them. Ngige said that we are this, we are that. But imported somebody is ruling Ngige. Ngige is answering Jubrin, sir. Ngige cannot go and talk to Jubrin, who made him a minister. Then he talk to Abakare. I'm a free man more than Ngige. Ngige, they're even calling his name. It's making him to be proud. That because I prefer dog in my house than Ngige. Because nobody is not feeding anybody in Biafra land. Ngige did not bring any hospital in Biafra land. Ngige did not bring any single thing in Biafra land. Only that Hausa Fulani bought him. He's making himself up in Abuja. You are waiting for them. Biafra is coming. Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you.
Bless
Thank you
all
very
the
much.
members of IPOB once again all over the world. Bless them, bless all of them. May Chukwu Kikadiama continue to bless us, multiply us in the mighty name of Chukwu Kikadiama.
He said. Amen. Thank you very much. Thank you. This is Radio Biafra presentation on this evening of the 13th of September 2019. We are live from London. I'm reaching you right on this planet Earth. From east to west, from the south, we are here asking our people to remain focused and resolute because there is no intention to reduce, neither are we going to capitulate. Can you hear me? Call on the phone. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
God bless. So I am happy that saying speaking from Igocha, they called Port Harcourt. May God of third heaven guide and protect you. Guide and protect my leader Nnamdi Kanu now and forevermore. In the mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach. So what I wanted to say this night concerning Ngige is this. What happens to other people? The king, the God of third heavens, used in flogging those that are mesmerizing IPOB. He kept it by the side of his wall waiting for Ngige. Ngige will be flogged the way others are being flogged. As many that rises against IPOB shall be flogged by the third heavens. That is what I want to contribute this night. I thank God that the God of third heavens, his hand is upon what we are doing. That king is waiting for Ngige. God bless you and bless you and do you good forever and ever. In the mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach. My regards to Obido Bielu, a man of principle, whom I love. I have my reason of lifting my hands for him. May God bless him. I bless all IPOB leaders. Chike Dozien, may God bless him and keep him forever and ever. In the mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach, I pray. Thank you, sir, and God bless you.
He said, thank you very much. Thank you. There are some people who are giving contrary instruction regarding the remembrance of our fallen heroes who fell in our Afara-Ukwu compound of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't understand why some individuals take things upon themselves to be saying all manner of things. Everybody is now using IPOB as franchise. Simple instruction you will not listen to. Somebody is here saying, no, we are only going to observe 2-minute silence by 12 a.m. That is to say in the next 2.5 hours or thereabout. This is a very wrong impression, a wrong information. People who are delving into policies that are exclusively reserved for the IPOB leadership must indeed watch it. A lot of individuals and groups are pontificating. They try to be more, they want to show you that they are working, they know it all and all that. If you don't listen to instruction, if you don't follow the guidelines that are put in place, then you are dwelling, you are outside working for yourself. There will be a 2-minute silence maximum for our fallen heroes and heroines, the Afara-Ukwu residents of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on 14th of September 2017. Tomorrow by 12 noon. It is not a sit at home. Some of our people have also said that they are going to observe or do some kind of prayer or remembrance by 12 midnight tonight. That is absolutely fine. But officially, tomorrow by 12 noon, 14th of September 2019, there shall be 2-minute silence maximum for our fallen heroes and heroines. It is not a sit at home, go about your normal duties, but by that time, 12 noon Biafra time, you must pay homage to the memories of these fallen heroes and heroines of Biafra. Observe 2-minute silence. Any other thing is balderdash. Any other thing or contrary instruction is coming from the figment of the imagination of anybody who is propagating it. There are our people who want to pray this night by 12 midnight. That's fine. But officially by 12 noon tomorrow, 14th of September 2019, there shall be a 2-minute silence in the honor of these fallen heroes and heroines of Biafra. And especially those who fell in Afara-Ukwu compound of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Very important. Can you hear me? Call on the phone. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, good evening, Mazi Uche Okafor.
Good evening from here. Go ahead.
My name is Precious. I'm calling you from Abagana. First of all, let me thank you for what I've been doing for just for Biafra, for the life of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and life of our deputy leader, Mazi Uche Okafor, and life of our brother, George Onibe, life of all Biafrans who is working assiduously to restore Biafra. So may He give us the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and the strength to restore Biafra. In the mighty name of Uche Okafor Mefor, I pray. He said. Yeah, my brother, what I want to say, first of all, what I want to say this evening is, what is the announcement that we are giving today, here in Anambra, we didn't get the announcement because I'm not listening to the live 103.1. 102.1 is three weeks ago, it has been stopped saying. You cannot get
can you repeat what you said, because it appeared that what you were saying cut off.
I don't have that time. I don't know that.
Okay, that's fine.
The 102.1 has been stopped saying since 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. Okay. So that's why the announcement that you are giving, that the reason why that I hide it, because I'm listening by 103.1. That's how I connected my radio. I can get 102.1 or 103.1. But not everybody is getting it. So it's very hard and very painful. People have been asking me what happened to our video. People have been asking me, disturbing me. So most things that we've been asking on the air, people cannot get it. So that is it. I don't have much
that
to
is
say.
You mean in Anambra or what? Anyway, we're going to look into that.
Yeah. Let me say in Abaga where I am, I cannot get Radio Biafra.
And this has been since 2 weeks ago or thereabout. We are going to look into all these things. And we are urging our people who are in charge to do the needful. This is Radio Biafra police station. Can you hear me? Good evening from here. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Yeah, good evening from here.
I can hear you. Uche Mefor, my deputy. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, please. Welcome to the program. And
Thank you for picking my call. My name is Nzefan Onyem. I'm calling you from Akwi here in Newi South.
Thank you very much.
Well, you said something that prompted my attention this evening, we are looking forward 100% spiritual liberation. That is to call independent. Now, spiritually, we have gotten 50%. I marked it good. Then politically, we are looking towards that 5% in progress, nearing completion. Then economically, 15% to complete the 100%. That one manifests as soon as political freedom is guaranteed. Keep the good work. I can't thank you enough. Then people only realize now what I've been saying before, the importance of being indigenous, worshiping God in spirit and truth. That is in Godianism, Omenala. I am, in fact, I say, your tradition and our tradition, everybody's tradition is sacrosanct. No compromising. Then let me use this opportunity and thank Allen Onyema, the man that has earpiece. In fact, the philanthropist, that is my namesake. In fact, Mechuko Kikabiama bless that guy as having humanitarian mind. And I have to say, in God, we are to worship the fatherhood of God, and brotherhood of men shall be a reality. Thank you for your good work. God bless you. I am Zefan Onyema from Abuihed. Thank you once.
Thank you very much. And welcome once again. Can you hear me? Good evening from here. Welcome to the program. Call on the phone.
Thank you, my indefatigable deputy, Uche Mefor. This is your main man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Ibere.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. So I am very happy, and it's a heavenly honor for your call to be picked on Radio Biafra. So I am very grateful. Now, when Mazi Ike was making his program this afternoon, I made a little comment, and if you would permit me to repeat, because maybe some people did not hear it at that time, maybe they will now hear it. And this morning, one of the radio programs in the zoo, the newspaper review, that's a radio program from Israel, a certain zoo newspaper wrote that a court have fixed a date for IPOB and that is Islamic Movement of Nigeria to have their case heard in the court about the prescription they did to them. The court have fixed a date for the hearing. Then I said, for we IPOB, it's unnecessary because we have passed that stage.
We don't care. We don't care, my brother. It doesn't matter whether they prescribe or whatever they like, let them do. All I know is that whatever they have done is not effective. They cannot stop IPOB. Simple as that.
This is the point. They will do business with the court any longer. So they are just wasting their time because no member of IPOB will appear in any court because we have no case in the court any longer. Our director is now discussing with senior officials of European Union Parliament and even proceeding to United Nations. So we have no business with any court at all. So if they want to discuss with their court, that is their own business. But it doesn't concern us any longer. I think I'm still coming out clear, sir.
Yes, you are. Go ahead, please.
Okay, fine. Then secondly, some gullibles have been making some comments in Facebook saying that Biafrans are being killed in South Africa and our leader have not done anything. So the point is that
it is not true. It is not true. As a matter of fact, most of the people who were affected are not Biafrans to start with. So forget about the propaganda they are carrying around.
The news that is being reported is that Nigerians are being killed, not Biafrans. But it was a Biafran who donated his aircraft to go and bring back those Nigerians, irrespective of their tribe, their religion.
And the Nigerian government is hailing the effort.
Can you see?
We have Dangote, we have Tinubu, we have all the pastors in the zoo called Nigeria. We have named them. We have all the business moguls.
Even the Nigerian government, with all their money, can't even hire Ethiopian Airlines that flies from Johannesburg to Enugu in 3 hours to bring back their Nigerian citizens. It's only a Biafran that donated his aircraft.
But this is, my brother, this is just another example of what we are talking about. That Nigeria is not for you. Nigeria is not for you. This will be an eye-opener for all of you.
Nigeria is not for us.
When your vision was loudest, they were nowhere to be found. Some of our people were even saying that when they ran into the Nigerian embassy in South Africa, they were telling them to go to Biafra.
To go to Biafran embassy or Israeli embassy. Can you imagine that type of thing? They say go to Biafran embassy or Israeli embassy. Can you imagine? So in short, when we thank God that Biafra is around the corner, but I know before December the UN will declare Biafra without even referendum, and there will be no one single bullet fired. Biafra will come. So that's what I want to say, sir. Thank you, sir. I still remain in Dukokoro, but I want to make a little request. When we hear the voice of our able retired reverend, our teacher, our commentator, a philosopher, and moreover, a Rastamarian musician, that is George Onyibe, when are we going to hear his voice again? Please, let me know. I'm worried, sir. Dukokoro from Ibere speaking. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and God bless you. It is not in my, it is not for me to tell you when Mazi Nnamdi is going to be on air or not, because everybody has his or her own schedule. Very important, but be rest assured that Mazi Nnamdi is well and fine. Can you hear me? Call on the phone. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
Good evening, my able deputy leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Uche Okafor Mefor. May God bless you, my brother.
God bless you too. Welcome to the program.
My name is Ugwan Johnson. I'm calling you from Oka. I'm so glad I actually happened to be lucky to speak with you for the first time since 2015. Thank you very much, and may God continue to strengthen you, and may God bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mohammadike of Biafra land. May God continue to guide all principal officers of ITOB worldwide. May He continue to increase us in wisdom and in strength. In every of our endeavor, may He continue to multiply us, that we may have all the resources we need to see that Biafra is fully restored. I actually want to, the question that the brother who called, I think the white person, the question he asked is whether the letter that the German government replied to the Nigerian government that is not the whether if the letter is fake or it's really from the German government. That was
as a matter of fact, I wasn't hearing Freddie Hunter because his line was not very clear to me. And the letter is not authentic as far as we know. It's not authentic. That's the only thing I can say.
Then my able deputy leader, please, I would equally like you to clarify. Other programs so far have actually given us information that our leader will be visiting UN officials in Switzerland on 18th. I want to confirm that to Biafra, and that there will be a meeting. Our leader will be having a meeting in the UN General Assembly. So the date was not given. So I actually wanted to actually make it clear for Biafra.
The leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is not going to UN General Assembly, and is not going to make any address to UN General Assembly. For avoidance of doubt, the UN General Assembly is in New York. That news is a fake news and propagated by overzealous individuals who are trying to go faster than their shadow. We shall indeed make appropriate announcements, and very soon on where our leader is going to go, and especially next week. Very important.
All right. Thank you very much. Also, I want to use this very opportunity to actually congratulate the new appointment of and urge all IPOB members in Oka and its environment to be up and doing. Always remember that this is the only opportunity we have to free ourselves from poverty, to free ourselves from ignorance, to free ourselves from bad roads, bad hospitals, bad educational system, and everything you could think about. We are suffering here in the East. I want to urge all our brethren in Oka and its environment, especially those that are around Oka, they should be up and doing. Mazi Uche Mefor, I want to equally remind you of the complaint that our brother made in our brother from Aba, Ghana. The fact remains that 102 not running. So I actually want to use this opportunity.
Sorry, can you repeat what you said, because I didn't hear it. 102 point what?
1 is not working. 102.1 is not working. It's the only 103.1 is the one working. That's the one.
So you tune into the one that is working. Sometimes the zoo telecommunication practitioners try to block or jam our signals, and we are faster than they are. When they try to do that, we move to another frequency. So
the fact remains that 103.1 covers only Oka and its environment. Can't get to Onitsha. Can't get to Onitsha. Can't get to
right.
Afara-Ukwu.
I understand what you're saying. When you're talking about our transmitter, it's understandable. We are going to look into it. But when you're talking about frequency, we don't necessarily have a very constant frequency. It depends on what happens at any particular point in time. Yeah, hello, good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Friday. We're calling from Aban. I really thank Uche Okafor Mefor for what God is doing for us to restore back Biafra. What I know is that by the name of Uche Okafor Mefor, whatever that goes.
Right, unfortunately, that line is off. We will try and take another call. Can you hear me? Call on the phone. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Mazi, this is Uche Chukwu. I'm calling you from the land of the rising sun, Biafra land, precisely Wacha in Port Harcourt, where they can call Port Harcourt. But it remains what it is, Wacha. So I want to quickly appreciate you again and thank you for coming on air to address some certain things that have been in our mind. Now, I want to ask you something quickly. Considering the independency of some continents, or should I say the countries, now our leader was invited with a few people, like you use the word, few personnel in EU. And he has gone there to answer them, and he presented a well-acceptable speech to them. We acknowledge that. Now, what if, considering that we are looking forward to this referendum, and the persons like a body of ECOWAS or OAU now seems to intervene, maybe to lobby them and said, no, this is not going to go this way. They should have come through them before going to EU. So what if such thing happen? Does it mean that we are meant to recognize them first before such a referendum will be granted to us? Though I'm not praying for referendum, because we don't owe them any referendum, because when they amalgamated us in 1914, they never consulted any of us.
Right, unfortunately, that line is off. I don't know what happened, but of course, I want to say one or two things here. We do not see tomorrow. We have not seen tomorrow. We don't know what is going to happen tomorrow with respect to referendum, but all we know is that our demand is for ultimate restoration of Biafra to be a reality. And for the final process to be put in place, there shall be referendum across the whole of Biafra land of Biafran territory for people to decide where they want to be. Very important. Whether African Union or ECOWAS intervenes at some point is remaining to be seen. But I can assure you that the indomitable spirit of Biafra will prevail in the end. Very important. Nobody can cross IPOB. Nobody can stop us. Because we are ordained by the Most High God, and heaven and earth are bearing us witness. Can you hear me? Call on the phone. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Patrick Mazike, calling from Biafra land.
Thank you very much.
Based on what this useless brother who called himself a Biafran is saying, that he's comparing us with what do you call them, Boko Haram. Did he forget that he was?
My brother, that Ngige is a drunkard. Just leave him. You don't need to be giving him publicity here.
Did he forget that it was the massacre that happened in Biafra land affected his stomach then? Did he forget that? Did he forget that time that he is among those people that was affected with massacre? What did he have to say about that? Thank you.
Right, thank you very much. I cannot say anything about that man. We are, of course, waiting for his day of judgment to come. Very important. Can you hear me? Call on the phone. Welcome to the program and good evening from here.
Yeah, Mazi Ndewo.
Go ahead, please.
Ndewo, sir. My name remains Mazi Chijoke Inyama.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Welcome to the program.
Mazi Ndewo. For a long time now, we are not hearing your voice, but Uche Okafor might take the glory. For me, I used to speak today again. Ndewo Mazi. I want to thank the freedom fighters and the most committed members of resolute IPOB members to remain resolute. This time is not actually a time to talk much anymore. It's a time for we to look forward for the reality to take place. So I want to urge everybody to remain resolute and to key to the commandment of the high command of IPOB officials, so we can get, as long as we are already in our finishing area, I want to assure you that already the Biafra is rising. So whatever that takes place, more especially those ones in a Biafra land, so we should remain resolute, remain focused, and also let us remove fear in our mind. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says that the only thing that will make Biafra not to be actually come is when we entertain fear in our dealings. So as long as for long now we have not entertained any fear in this finishing area and finishing time, I believe that there will not be any fear again in the Biafra blood. So may Uche Okafor continue to bless every member of IPOB, the committed one, the Biafran people in general, the lovers of freedom, the nation that is rising to support Biafra. I say may Elohim Uche Okafor continue to bless them and bless all the officials of IPOB and both you and your family, and also keep our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Keep on guiding him in every step he takes until we shall shout happy actualization of Biafra very soon. God bless you and good night for here, Mazi.
God bless you too and good night. Thank you. This is Radio Biafra presentation. We are gradually coming to the end of this program, but I want to say one thing. Our people are always wanting us to go faster than our shadow. I have said that there was a very fake and incorrect information or publication by some overzealous individuals saying that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is going to address the United Nations General Assembly. And I said that the United Nations General Assembly is in New York, United States of America, and there is nothing like that, and it's not going to happen. Very important. Anybody carrying that news or sharing it is a fake human being and should be seen as such. And I have said that at the appropriate time and very soon, in the next couple of days, we are going to make a very important announcement regarding what our leader is going to do next week. Very important. And some people are yapping and saying all manner of things. Listen very well. We have United Nations in Geneva. We have United Nations in New York. And we are telling you that the information regarding the United Nations General Assembly in New York is false. It is fabricated. It is existing only in the figment of those who are propagating it. And it remains at best fake news and should be seen as such. Very important. Let's take one or two more calls and begin to call it a night. Can you hear me? Call on the phone. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program. They are not talking and we are going to proceed to another caller. They are not talking. Next caller on the phone. Can you hear me? Good evening from here. Welcome to the program. Good evening from here. Can you hear me?
Hello, Mazi Uche Okafor. Good evening, sir.
Your voice is very faint. Go ahead, please.
Okay. My name is
better.
Uche Michael. I am from Ihewu Mudru, it's in Oishomangwa local government, Aba province. My able leader, I'm calling you now from Eberuamuma local government in Iguacha. Sir, I'm very, very happy to hear your voice tonight. It has been so long to speak with you. Thank you. I say, Mechuko Kikabiama bless you. And bless our able leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And bless Mazi Onyibe and Mrs. Nyanya. I cannot forget my financial secretary in my state here, River State. In Sister Oki. I can't forget my able leader here in River State. Here in Eberuamuma, Mazi, I'm very, very happy because I'm here in Omuma here to make things to happen. And because of what we are passing through here, and that is what we are seeing since we started this struggle. But we know that at the end, we will get the victory. So, sir, I thank you for everything. Let you people keep on. I find that nothing will be able to make me to look back on this struggle. I stand firm to make sure that we will have what we need for the players here in Nigeria. I don't care about them. Whatever anything they are doing in the zoo, in the construction, I don't care. And I can't listen to any of them. And I can't comment whatever anything they are doing. Rather than Biafra is here. And Biafra is here properly. And nobody, no human being created by God can make it not happen. It's already here. So I want to use this opportunity to speak to my people to the language which understand them. Ndị Eberuamuma, biko ọ bụ nwanụ nwoke nwa okenenu nwa nwa kacha nwa afọ ada nwa kacha ọ na-abụchi ndị ohere a na-akpọnụ n'ubiko n'ohera politiks amara nsọ bịa n'ụlọ mebanụ n'ọkpụkpụ n'ohera politiks bịa ka itiekata aka gbaa mbọ to make sure that anyị ga-enwere ohe nye na n'ime nzu nye nọ n'ime ya. Uchetakwa Obasanjo kwuru ebe owika ala na-atọ gara aga bụ ọchị Nigeria hụfụrụ nwamba ndị ihe n'uche na Obasanjo bụ baba kwuru okwu dị ma kwụsị Nigeria for nwamba ndị ọzọ n'uche so ha ejimeni. Let me use this opportunity, my able deputy leader, to speak to the language that my people here in Abia State will understand it. Biko ndị ngwa ndị ka anyị biko nu eji m ohere ada akwa unu so onye ọbụla fụta unu atụkwala ụjọ ịgbagbu mmadụ ma ọ bụ.
Right, appears that line is off. A lot of calls are still coming in, but I must tell you, we have to begin to descend in no time. Can you hear me? Call on the phone. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program. He's not talking, and we will have to move on. They are not talking. I don't know why they are not. You are listening to the radio, obviously. Next, call on the phone. Can you hear me? Good evening from here. Welcome to the program. Call on the phone. Go ahead. Can you hear me? Your voice is very, very faint.
Good evening, sir. I'm hearing you.
It's better now. Go ahead, please. Good evening from here.
Yes, I'm calling from Agua, over Agua. Biafra land. Mazi Uche Mefor, I want to appreciate you because of the good work you have been doing for us. I want to appreciate Mazi Kanu, our leader. I want to assure you people that these people to carry on what you are doing because by the special grace of God, a lot of people have been volunteering their time, including me, praying for you. And the grace of people to carry them. I want to assure you by the prayers that we made for you that any door that you have requested to enter, that door shall bow down for you people. That anywhere you will go, that the grace of people to carry them will be with you. Not minding what
This foolish man in Anambra State, Ngige, is saying, Ngige, and their people, Okezi Bazo, and the others of them, they are happy obeying this rubbish man they brought from Sudan, Jubril, because they are getting, because they are satisfying their families. And Ngige said that the IPOBs, with the IPOBs, that we are foolish, that we don't have any handwork. We agree to that because of what? We respect our leader. No problem. When time shall come, what is written in the book of life, in the book of Romans chapter 6 verse 23, it says, for the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life. When the time will come, we'll put them where they belong. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. May Chukwuka bless you all.
He said, bless you too. Thank you very much. Of course, anybody who is against IPOB is against the spirit of Biafra, and I saw they are dancing the dance of the spirit. At the appropriate time, all of them who are serving the contraption called Nigeria will pay a very heavy price for it, and especially those who have been behaving in a treacherous manner against the restoration of Biafra. The spirit of Biafran heroes and heroines who have been massacred in cold blood shall continue to haunt, shall continue to torment, shall continue to hound all of them, including Ngige. He shall dance the dance of the spirit at the appropriate time. We are waiting for all those corrupt politicians. Ngige is whatever ministry he is. We are beaming satellite on him. We want to hold him accountable for all the nonsense that he's been propagating, deceiving himself. He has reduced himself to the level of an imbecile in Aso Rock. They have all been pocketed, and their integrity have gone forever. For us here on this platform where the truth is propagated, we have no intention to retreat. Neither are we going to capitulate. Biafra shall be restored in our lifetime, and there shall be scamperings for safety in our presence. They should be afraid of us, not us being afraid of them. If the zoo called Nigeria cannot stop us, who is in Gige? Who are all those saboteurs who are, of course, scrambling for crumbs from the master's table? They have no shame, and we are going to put them where they belong by exposing their evil, by exposing their corrupt activities. Very soon we shall begin to name addresses of the properties that they bought with stolen public funds abroad. By that time they will understand that IPOB cannot be toyed with. What else can I say? There are so many calls coming in, but I must begin to descend at this particular point in time. My apologies. We are going to put in place a number of consistent and effective measures to make sure that our broadcasts on different FM stations in Biafra land are streaming efficiently and as required, unexpected. We thank you, eminent Biafrans, for having participated. We continue to urge you to remain focused and resolute and never to relent, because this journey we have embarked upon has gone too far, and it would have been suicidal for us to begin to think of going back at this stage. More importantly, we should be energized. We should take solace in the fact that those who have gone before us fought gallantly until the end. We shall not abandon them at this particular point in time. We shall continue to move resolutely forward. We shall continue to move tenaciously and doggedly until Biafra is restored on their behalf and in their honor. We thank you, eminent Biafrans, once again, friends of Biafra from around the world, for your marvelous deeds in the direction of sustaining this struggle. Do not relent, do not keep silent over the activities of the enemies that are trying to distract some of us. You must remain strong and remain fearless before your enemy. But fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. We ask the Most High God to make this a reality in our lives.